Hello there, welcome to my channel. Thank you for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope you have a drink or a beverage and a snack because this is going to be a long video. I have a ton of products that are in my empties. So much so that I can barely lift this. This whole thing is full. Henceforth, the reason why it's going to be a long video. I don't know, I'm speaking in an accent. If you saw a video that I uploaded recently, I was talking about project panning my beauty items. And not specifically makeup, but more specifically like skincare and hair care and everything not makeup in the beauty space. I've been working on this, I won't say it's really a project, but I've been working on this for the last several years because I have so many products, I just need to use them. In fact, I'm kind of on a no-buy when it comes to most non-makeup beauty related items because I just have so much and I'm drowning in product. Go check out that video if you haven't seen it yet. It's linked up there. Pause this video, click that, open it up in a new window, and go watch it, or watch this and then go watch it. Okay? But yeah, drowning in product. I have a ton of stuff I'm trying to get through. So I'm proud of myself of being able to share all of these items with you because they are completely 100% empty with the exception of a few items that I just can't use, which I'll get into when I show you the products. There's some makeup in here, body care, skin care, hair care, you name it care. There's even some random things in here that I thought I'd share with you because I have some thoughts on those products. And that kind of ties into beauty anyway. So if this is a video that you're interested in, I hope you stay tuned because, again, it's going to be a long one. If you're new to my channel, hi, welcome. My name is Em and you're watching Makeupry. I'm so glad you're here and you want to hang out for a little bit. I hope you click that subscribe button so that we can hang out again in the future and so you can see more videos like this in your feed. I don't know how interesting I am, but I hope I'm interesting enough for that button, so please click. I also have a goal of reaching 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so if you would be so kind to subscribe if you like my content and share it and comment and click that like button, that would really help me out and I would greatly appreciate it. So thank you. Okay, let's go ahead and move into this because I don't know why I'm doing this, but whatever. So I'm not going in any particular order. I'm just going to do kind of a random lucky dip and just kind of draw it out. So I apologize for the inconsistency in the products and just that random nature of things. I'm spontaneous, I'm random, I'm out there, I'm kind of berserk. If that kind of chaos is okay with you, then I think this video will suit you. First thing I just pulled out is this Oscar Blondie Dry Shampoo Powder Spray. It's medium cleanse as they call it. I got this several years ago, I think at an Ipsy Live or what used to be called Generation Beauty event, and I actually just recently dug it out because I forgot I had it. It was kind of buried in a drawer and I noticed that it still had quite a bit of product in it and I finally just finished the last of it. It's a pretty small bottle. It doesn't, I don't wash my hair every day. I only wash my hair maybe 2 or 3 times a week, if that, because I have such fine hair. I've lost a lot of my hair over the last 5 years. I've lost about half my hair, so it's brittle, it's kind of dry, etc. I can't wash it every day. It damages it too much. So anyway, I use a lot of dry shampoo. That was a long-winded way of saying that. Again, got your drink? I got mine. By the way, I'm drinking a Dutch Bros Freeze, or what's left of my freeze. I wasn't a fan of Dutch Brothers until I tried their freezes, and now I get the hype around Dutch Bros. If you're not in the Pacific Northwest, then you probably have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm typically a Starbucks kind of girl, but I don't like their Frappuccinos, but Dutch Bros is where it's at when it comes to that kind of frozen blended coffee-ish drink. I don't like their coffee, but their blended drinks, yes. Going back to this Oscar Blondie Dry Shampoo, what I noticed specifically for me is that I would apply it, and it didn't have a really light cast, which I greatly appreciated. However, I just didn't really like how, I just don't feel like it really did the best job. Because I do have such fine hair, my hair can look really oily and it can actually build up a lot of oils way close to the scalp. So I was hoping that this would just kind of deter that and make it look like maybe it was 1-day hair versus 3-day hair, which in reality is probably what it was. But I just don't think it did that good of a job in making my hair look like it wasn't, you know, super oily. It didn't absorb as much oil as I would have liked. Perhaps if I had thicker hair it might work better. So again, this is just my opinion. It didn't do the job for me. There are many other dry shampoos I like better, so I will not be repurchasing this. Next is this Perrier Spirit Brush Cleaner Spray. I rave about this all the time. In fact, I did a video several months ago now where I was showing you how I clean my brushes in between deep cleans, and I use this in between, especially for larger brushes like foundation or blush brushes, because I don't want to immerse them into the other stuff that I use. So just spraying the tip of your brushes and wiping them off on a paper towel or a towel or something. So of course I'm out of this, and of course it is on my repeat buy list all the time. Hands down favorite brush cleaner. Next, I'm kind of sad about this being empty because I really like it. I need to take the plunge and actually purchase the large one. It's a pretty big splurge, and I've got other stuff I need to get through first. It is the Drunk Elephant Proteiny Polypeptide Cream. I can't remember if I got this in an Ipsy bag or if I purchased this deluxe sample. As you can tell, I scraped that pretty clean. If you're not aware, I have eczema, and oftentimes it flares up around my eyes. It flares up in areas where I have a lot of natural lines and creases, like under my eyes, on my eyelids, around my nose. Just not so pretty. I swear that after I started using this, my eczema texture was so much better. The eczema wasn't completely gone because you just can't, there's no cure for it, but this made the texture look so much better. It just, over time, it kind of helped. So now that I'm out, I've noticed that my eczema texture, when it is flared up, is not as pretty as it was when I was using this. So it works. It works, and yes, I will repurchase at some point when I can. Another dry shampoo that I have is from the Currant. It's a dry shampoo with oat milk. It's for all hair types, I guess. Anyway, this is a larger bottle. It's completely empty, and it's another one that I've had for a long time. I think I also got this at an event. I don't remember. It's another one. I'm just not a big fan of this one. I don't feel as though it did the best job. I recall there being a little bit of a white cast. Not horrible, but obviously I have darker hair. When I had blonde hair, it was fine because it, you know, blonde hair and white cast, I mean, it's easier to disguise. But this one I just remember not really liking. You know, it was something that just didn't really help with all the oils. So, will not be repurchasing. I told you this is random. Next up is this Apothic Enriched Body Cream number 3. This one is Black Currant Fig. I got this as a gift. I am sad that I'm out of it. This just smells so exotic and rich and warm. It doesn't smell fruity. It smells more earthy, which I prefer over fruity scents. I don't really care much for fruity scents on me, but this one, this is just a nice, like almost sandalwood kind of scent with a little bit of light floral notes. Yeah, it's so nice and it feels luxurious. So this is completely out. I have seen this at a local pharmacy. It's a brand based out of Denver, so I'm sure they're available nationally. I haven't really seen this around, but once I get through my bajillion other body lotions, I will repurchase this because I really like it. Random product, a generic brand of acetone-based nail polish remover. It's an empty. Do I like it? It did the job. It helped me to remove some really gnarly glittery nail polish, but you have to, you know, pile on the cotton and the foil around the tips to get it off. It's a typical product, but it's an empty nonetheless. Okay, next up is the Derm Organic Intensive Hair Repair Mask. The lid's missing. I don't know what happened to it. This was PR from an event I attended many years ago. I have obviously used all of this. Derm Organic is a brand that I had been trying out, and I have quite a few of their products. I actually really did like this mask. At the time I had blonde hair, my hair was really fried. I think it did a really nice job in helping to soothe those strands of hair and make them easier to comb through to make it less dry and brittle and cracked. It helped to make sure my split ends didn't get so out of control in between trims and such, so I really liked it. So the thing about the Derm Organic brand is that it's vegan, there's no animal testing, no artificial preservatives, sulfate and gluten-free, no sodium chloride, salt, or dyes, paraben-free, propylene glycol-free, and it's pH balanced. So all these fancy things for a hair mask, which is great. I really liked it, so I would recommend it for those of you who want a hair mask. So these next things are not actually empties, but there's no need for me to keep them because my hair is no longer blonde. These are a toning shampoo and conditioner set. This is the Shiny Silver Ultra brand, the shampoo and conditioner. To be honest, I didn't really like these. When I had platinum hair, I don't feel as though these really did the job for me. If you've never had blonde hair before, using a purple shampoo or even a blue tone shampoo helps to remove that yellow or brassiness tone that blonde hair can often get. So that's supposed to help with that, and I just didn't really notice that it did that for me. It wasn't very strong. I'll be giving these to someone who might want them, but obviously I just don't have use for them now. Along the same lines, and that same token, here's the Clairol Shimmer Lights color. There's a conditioner, and I don't know what happened to the shampoo, but this one, however, I hate the smell of it. I hate the smell. It's very fragrant. It doesn't have the best smell. I just don't like it. It reminds me of like Old Lady. But this one stains your hands. It is so good. This works really well. So if you have blonde hair and you're trying to get rid of that yellow brassy tone that just makes you look like you dunked your head in a toilet bowl of pea water, try this. This will work. If you have gray or silver hair and it's kind of turning murky yellow, this will be your best friend. So I won't be repurchasing because, hello, I don't need it. But if you need that help, I recommend it. Okay, this is also not quite an empty, but it kind of goes along with that color toning business of the hair. This is a Punky color depositing shampoo. There was a point in time last year where I had decided to grow out my hair and I decided to stop bleaching it, and I wanted to do one last funky color in my hair before I didn't have blonde hair anymore, because color on dark hair is really hard to do. And plus, I just don't want to dye my hair anymore. So this is like Fire Engine Red. It is beautiful, and this works so well. You have to wear gloves with it, though, otherwise you'll end up with pink stained hands. But what I really liked about this is that I didn't have to actually dye my hair. I dyed my hair like a really deep burgundy red to kind of get the base tone a little bit darker, but then as that faded, I decided to try out the funky color, and I used this, and I only had to use it maybe once every 2 weeks or so, and it made my hair bright, vivid red, as you see here. So it's not empty yet, but I don't want red hair anymore. I want just to keep my natural virgin hair. So this will be gifted to anyone who wants it as well. So empty, but I'm not planning to repurchase because I'm not planning to dye my hair again. Keeping it moving, folks. This is the Sol de Janeiro Coco Cabana cream. Everyone likes the Boom Boom cream. The Boom Boom cream smells good, but I really liked this scent at first. However, you may have heard this, you may have experienced this. It's a really delicious smelling coconut scent at its core, but it turns into a weird popcorn smell on my body. Like, I start smelling like buttered popcorn at the movie theater, and that's not a pretty smell. I don't want to smell like we're hanging out at the movies and I ate too much buttery popcorn and spilled it all over myself or rolled around in the whole thing. No thanks. I love the texture of this. I think it's great. I also think it's a little overhyped. I have many lotions that I like that do the same thing without that high price point, and because of the scent, because it smells like popcorn on me, I probably won't repurchase this. But I do like it. I'm going to try the Boom Boom cream. I have a deluxe sample of that, so I'll let you know at some other point if I like that one better. So, but for this one, meh. The scent is good, except on me. Speaking of body lotions, I have quite a few empties here. Holla! That's so exciting because I have so many to go through. This is a Bath & Body Works one called At the Beach, and I really wanted to go back to Bath & Body Works this summer and purchase more of these. I had, I think, 2 bottles. It just has the most delicious scent. I love this. I even poured water in this and shook it up just to try to stretch this out a little bit further because I wear this every so often, and it's just like the perfect beachy summery scent. and I'm sad that I don't have any more. I'm on the fence about buying another one. I think it is just a seasonal scent. I don't even know if they still have it because this was from last year, but I finally just finished it. I really love this scent, and I will repurchase at some point. I just don't know that I can right now because of my no-buy. And here's one that I've been obsessed with for years, and I showed that in that last video as well. Vanilla Bean Noel. This one is just the body lotion, the plain body lotion, not the cream, which the other one was the cream. This is what their body lotions look like. Of course, this is Empty. It's my favorite ride or die from Bath & Body Works, but I only like it in the lotion scent. I don't like the perfume or fragrance, and I don't like the shower gel of the scent, only the lotion. It just has a creamier scent to me. Yes, I will repurchase. I have repurchased. I have backups of my backups, and yes, it is like my ride or die. So, Empty. Okay, I'm starting to see a theme here. I have a lot of Bath & Body Works stuff. This one is the French Lavender and Honey one. This one's the body cream. This is a gift. I like this one. My sister picked it up for me, and I don't generally like wearing a lot of florals. This one has such a strong fragrance that I definitely wouldn't wear perfume over it. And I would have to go a little light on the application of this because my clothes would literally smell like this for days. Would I repurchase this particular one? Probably not. Only because there's other scents that I like better, but I did like the lotion. I love their lotion formula. The scent is pretty, it's just not my favorite out of all of the options. So there's that. And Stephanie, sister, if you're watching, don't take that as an insult. I loved the lotion. I appreciated it. I used it all, as you can tell. And yeah, Vanilla Bean Noel body cream. Enough said, it's Empty. Next one is the Essential Oils Almond and Vanilla one. This is an olive oil body cream. This one was really light. I won't say that it smells like almond because to me, almond generally has this note of cherry in it. And this one has more of this earthy kind of woodsy scent to it instead, mixed with vanilla, which I really liked. It's not my favorite, but I do like how this smelled on me. If I decided I wanted another Essential Oils branded body cream, then I would probably repurchase this, but for the time being, no plans to repurchase because I have tons of Vanilla Bean Noel to get through. And then an itty bitty body lotion one is Sunset by the Pool. You guys, if you remember that old school peachy scent that they used to have, this is it. It's like peach with kind of this orange, almost orange hint to it. Oh, I love this scent. It just brings me back. It's like the perfect springtime scent. It's floral, it's kind of fruity, but it's not so saccharine and sweet that you feel like you're gonna drown in a blender of juice. That sounds terrible. I don't recommend that. I actually had quite a few of these because I love the scent so much. I will definitely repurchase this in the future when I am no longer feeling strapped or guilted by my obscene collection of body lotions, because I love the scent so much. We're getting through it. There's many fewer items in there than I thought there would be. Another lotion, because I love lotions, I love hydrated skin, is the Josie Maran Model Citizen Whipped Argan Oil Body Butter. This is not a full size, it was a deluxe sample. I got this at an Ipsy event many years ago. This particular scent was limited edition. They don't sell it anymore, which broke my heart when I ran out a while ago. And then I actually kept the container for some odd reason. I think because I wanted to remember what it smelled like. There was just an itty bitty bit left, but it got all gelatinous and gross, so I obviously didn't finish using that. It was just the itty bittiest amount, so whatever. But this one is called African Red Rooibos Scent. I really like this. Would I repurchase this particular scent? Absolutely, if it were ever available again. So Josie Maran, not that I ever expect you to watch my videos, but if you ever are watching this, can you reprise the scent, please? I really enjoyed it. Thank you. And yes, I really like the Argan Oil Body Butters. I felt like for me with my dry skin, it did a really nice job hydrating without feeling slick and just greasy, you know? This had just that nice, it had a really nice dry down texture. So I recommend the Argan Body Butters from her brand. This is so old. It was actually buried in my stuff and it's still almost full, but because it's so old. Motorcycles, that's so cool. Vroom, vroom, I'm like a 2-year-old playing vroom, vroom with my motorcycle cars. Vroom, vroom. vroom. Okay. This is a Mary Kay Private Spa Collection Moisture Lotion in Embrace Dreams. I had this and a body scrub. My mom got me this many years ago. I think I got this, I don't even remember when I got it. It just smells old. It doesn't have the same scent. It kind of reminded me of like an old lady scent. It's soft. It's just something that is not my style. So I rarely wore this. The lotion itself was okay. It was never my favorite. I don't feel like it was the most hydrating lotion for me. There are other lotions I like better. So I think that's why I never used it. Does that sound like lotion to you? It sounds like a drink. Liquefied something. So messy galore. Not using it. Next, please. And this is the Bliss Grapefruit and Aloe Soapy Suds Shower Gel and Bubbly Bath. But I never used it as bubble bath. I just used it as shower gel. And boy, if you like grapefruit scents, you would love this. Will I repurchase it? Yes. In fact, anytime my sister came over and she had to take a shower, she was always like, I love your body wash because it smells so good. Grapefruit is one of her favorite scents, and this just has that true, nice, bright, citrusy scent that you want from grapefruit. Like, it smells like the real fruit. And it was great for the mornings because it just kind of pepped me up for the day. As you can tell, there's some water in here because I was trying to stretch it out a little bit, but it's done. Will I repurchase? Yes, I like the Bliss soaps. However, I'm on a no-buy with these too because I have quite a few other soaps to get through first. But I will repurchase this at some point. One final hair product that was buried in there is the Batiste Dry Shampoo. And this one is the coconut and exotic tropical scent. The travel size. I like the Batiste one. It's not my favorite one, but I like the Batiste one. I think out of many of the dry shampoos I've tried before, this one is one of the better ones. Like, if you have an emergency and you want to kind of cover up the fact that you have thinning hair like I do, you could use the darker toned one and it'll help kind of hide the fact that you've got thinning hair, and it won't leave a white cast because it's actually a brown shade. But I prefer the non-tinted one over the color one because it's less messy. There is another dry shampoo that I like better than this one, which is Dove. I don't have it with me, but I went through that pretty quickly because I really liked it. And I kept deferring to that one over every other one. But I have repurchased Batiste. I actually have 2 bottles floating around here somewhere else that I bought as backups. And I will continue to buy them, but I will use them more as a backup, not as my primary one. Alright, so I have just a few more items for this part. I decided I'm going to break this up into 2 parts because there's so many makeup products left. This video would be maybe about an hour long if I just kept it all into one. So I'm going to split it up by body, face, and all that stuff, and then makeup in a separate one. So thanks for understanding. Here's a face oil from Pacifica called Super Flower Rapid Response Face Oil. I just finished this up recently. There's still a tiny bit left, so I will probably use this after I get out of the shower and just finish up the very last of that. But I really do like this particular face oil. I feel like it does a really good job. I love Pacifica. I really love their brand, and I love what they stand for. They are 100% vegan and cruelty-free. This particular oil is mostly sunflower based, and it's also got safflower, which is very similar and related to sunflowers, along with jojoba seed oil and blue tansy leaf oil. And why I ended up buying this over several other options is because you do have to be careful with face oils. And at the time that I purchased this, I was having a few little pimple breakouts, so I wanted something that wasn't going to potentially block my pores. I wanted something that was lower on the comedogenic scale, which these oils are. The higher it is, then the more likely it is to block your pores. Like coconut oil is not good for acne-prone skin. So this is a really good option for you if you have acne-prone skin because it's less likely to block your pores. So I like it for that. Plus, I like that it sits on the skin for a little while and then it absorbs in, but it leaves your skin hydrated. I don't recommend it if you're going straight to bed and you have this oil on your face because it can take a little while to absorb because it's not comedogenic, so that means it's not going to just immediately seep into those pores. Your skin has to break down a little bit and sit on your skin before those little molecules break up and actually go into your skin. Just FYI. But I really like this. It's a light scent. It works well. I will repurchase that when I run out of face oils. Speaking of oils, this one was a really weird product. I have never used this, but I did get it at an Ipsy event, and it's MKH, I think, Gold Shimmer Oil. I'm just not really into shimmering lotion, so I never used it. There's still some in there, but the pigment separated from the oil, and I think that when I did try it, the oil was very just, it's just not the kind of oil I like for my body. It just kind of, it feels greasy, and I'm just not about that life. So I never used this, which is a bummer, but it is what it is. So this is just going to go in the trash because I haven't used it and I won't ever use it. Alright, so some final roundups here. They're not really beauty per se, but I think that they're kind of interesting. Germax Moisturizing Hand Sanitizer, because we live in a hand sanitizer kind of world. Will I repurchase? Duh. Kind of have to with our world today. Is it my favorite? It's alright. I have other ones that I like better, like the Bath & Body Works ones, because I like the scent and the perfumes. But if you like the non-scented stuff, then this is just, you know, it works well. It's a hand sanitizer. I don't know what else to say about it. I'm really excited that these items are now empties, not because I get the satisfaction of using them up, but because I didn't have to use them anymore. These are contact solutions. One is a generic one from Safeway, grocery store, also known as Vaughn's in California, and then the Renew from Bausch & Lomb. So I don't need these anymore because I don't wear contact lenses anymore, because I don't need contacts or glasses anymore because I had LASIK. I'm talking really fast. I had LASIK back in December, so I had about half this bottle left and I just dumped it down the drain. And this was expired anyway, so I didn't feel comfortable passing this along to anyone because I don't want to give them expired products. This was already empty because it was actually my favorite for a long time. But yeah, I don't need contact solution anymore because I had LASIK done in December, and I'll tell you what, it is like one of the best things I ever did for myself. It's amazing to not have to wear glasses or contact lenses anymore. Yay for empties, because I don't need them anymore. And the final item for this video, because we want to leave it on a funky note, is the Colgate Essentials Charcoal Toothpaste. This has a gray tone to it, so it looks kind of funky when you put it on your toothbrush. And it has charcoal in it, which is supposed to help combat, you know, yellowing and staining on your teeth. It's all fine and dandy, except that it didn't really work very well. Several years ago, I did a video where a brand had reached out to me, and it wasn't sponsored. They didn't pay me for the video, but they did send me the product to try out for me to review and kind of show and do a demo of. And it was Carbon Coco, and it's an actual active charcoal that you brush on your teeth, and it looks really just horrifying. It's horrifying because your mouth just turns black, and it looks like you have some nasty stuff going on in your mouth that maybe a dentist can't even save you from. This didn't really work because I don't think it had enough charcoal in it, to be honest. In fact, I feel as though my teeth had yellowed a bit more since using this toothpaste compared to some of the others I had used in the past. So in editing my videos and seeing my teeth, I was always like, oh my gosh, my teeth look so yellow. I switched back to my favorite toothpaste, and my teeth have kind of gotten lighter again, and I don't feel as though my teeth are stained anymore. And I'm an avid coffee drinker, and I do occasionally drink the red wines, but yeah, like this just, I don't know, I had an adverse effect on my teeth. It didn't do the job. I didn't like it. I do not recommend you spending your money on this unless you just need a basic toothpaste, and this is the only one that's available. It works to clean, it leaves your breath nice, but for whitening power, nope. Alright, that's a lot of stuff. Thank you for sticking around as long as you did. Stay tuned for part 2, which will have all the empties and makeup. There's still a lot. I'm going to need like a whole I'm going to need a bottle of water when I'm done here because my throat's a little scratchy and dry. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it interesting. Let me know if you have any questions about any of the products here. Be sure to click that subscribe button and the like button on your way out, and I'll see you next time. Stay electric as always. Mwah. Bye!